people, I just recorded this amazing 20-minute video rant and then the file was gone. So, took a nap, had some cookies, making coffee, doing it again, because it's important. Now, I'm going to run around. That's why I have this clippy mic, because it's got to run around for this. Music. Glenn Fricke has a great lesson on music is not a meritocracy. It's not about who does it best. No matter what state you're on, no matter what skill level you have, do it. Why am I so excited about this? Well, because I am doing this Pod Go wireless giveaway. Line 6 was cool enough to give me 3 of them to give away. And then I'm getting comments like, oh, you got to write some music for it. The drums are done. The bass are done. I did it. Really good stuff. Very easy. I got to write music for it. Oh, then I'd rather buy it. What kind of an asshole comment is that? I'd rather buy it. It's not about getting the shit. It's about doing a cool thing and making music. And don't get me wrong, a lot of you guys have done cool things and inspiring, saying, you got me out of my ass to make music again, and thank you for that. And I've never sing. I've never been singing. I've never sung it. And you made me do it. You know what? It might have sucked, but that's the point of this video. Doesn't matter if it sucks. Music, especially bad music, has never ever killed anyone. Has never ever hurt anyone. Might have hurt some feelings, but it never ever has hurt anyone. Meaning, if I go and take a guitar and play the worst chord in the world and sing the worst note in the world on top of it, I've always done this for my students to, get them to play. It doesn't matter how bad it is. Who gives a flying rat's ass if some asshole on the internet says, oh, dude, you don't know how to bend? I hear it all the time. Dude, you should take some lessons. Google me, you fucker. Everyone's got an opinion. Who gives a shit? Just make music. Isn't this why you're watching this channel? Isn't this why you're watching all these channels? What's the point in buying all this gear? What's the point in having all of this if you just sit on the internet and talk about it and discussing, I'd like this transistor and this VOS tube versus this, and the neck carve needs to be, and if it's not that kind of radius, then I can't play the guitar. You can't play the guitar anyway because you just talk about it and you don't do it. And I know I'm shooting myself in the foot here because I have a channel where I, present you gear to hopefully buy it and stuff. This is an advertising channel in a way, honest advertising, but it's advertising. So why am I telling you don't watch these channels? Well, I'm not. But don't watch these channels and only do it. Also use the gear. You have no idea what you have there if you don't make music. Now, I know why some of you don't make music. It's the same thing as the booby girls on Instagram nowadays. Instagram is full of the prettiest women in the prettiest dresses going like, ah! Okay, that's actually exactly the pose. Why do I know? And then all these young girls, these teenage girls see that and think this is what you have to look like. They don't understand that that's polished and photoshopped and make-upped and possibly the dress has been sponsored by Gucci or whatever. We see, and I get it. I get that it's frustrating to go through Instagram. I get that you see all these amazing players. You see Andy Wood doing his thing. You're like, well, why even touch a guitar? And you hear John Mayer's tone and you go like, I can never sound like that. So you rather not even try. Do you think they sounded like this from day one? No, they did not. So, it's frustrating to see Tosin Abasi and all these guys. So, let's rather not try. You know what? In my days, there were the Tosin Abasis. They were called Paul Gilbert. They were called Steve Vai. They were called Joe Satriani. If I had not strived to be like them, and I'm not, trust me, but if I hadn't tried to be there, I wouldn't be where I was today. So let's talk about talent. Some people naturally just have it. They have no freaking idea what they're doing. They write a song and it's got the right chords, the right tension, the right build-up, the right dynamics. And they just record it and it's just, it's perfect. And then they know instinctively how to set the EQ. They got an ear for this shit. I don't. Okay? I have flaws in my musical ability. I oftentimes don't hear that the guitar's out of tune. My micro-tuning ears don't work. I don't have that. Okay? So, why am I here? Well, I worked my ass off to be here. It's called learning. In the very beginning, boy, did I suck. Then I sucked a tiny little bit less. And then I went to school and I sucked less. The only way that you don't get better is if you don't record yourself and hear from people that you suck and where you suck. Okay? You got to suck a lot to get to where you want to be. But it's true. I sucked a lot, and this is why I'm here. In the very beginning, I think I started recording myself when I played guitar for like half a year or even less. My dad had one of those, big tape recorders with a microphone. And I had a little horrible little amp back in 1990. And I put that microphone in front of it and just noodled and recorded that. It was absolutely ghastly. It was literally pentatonic, 4 notes, ding, ding, ding. It was bad. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I did it. I recorded myself. I'm still alive. Fact, I made a career out of it. Doesn't kill you to be shit. Only it's sad if this is your hobby and you never do it. So, then I got a Tascam 4-track and a Roland D20 keyboard that had some beats and whatever in pads, and I started recording. And boy, was that shit. You think what I do and how I can play? Granted, I'm not a virtuoso, but I'm pretty decent. I've recorded some nice albums. I've recorded actually probably 1,000 songs or more. Probably more. I didn't get there by not doing it. I got there by being really bad at it and people telling me how bad I was and where I was bad so that I could fix that and get better. I'm not going to tell everyone that sent me songs that they're great or that the singing was good, but oh my God, do I love them for doing it. There were some people that sent me songs that were amazing and I love them for it. But it's easy to send someone something when you're sure of yourself that it's really good. When you think it's, that's kind of good, but I'm pretty sure that part sucks, and still sending it to someone, of course, they made excuses in their email saying, my vocals weren't the best, but dude, you did it. Thank you. You did it. I'm going to go get my coffee, then we're going to talk some more. Listen to some of the stuff that I did in my first year and a half, because I have those recordings, and listen how shit I was, just to give you an idea of how much better you are already compared to where I was. I know. Trust me, I get it. When someone told me that shit, which of course nobody did because they were all nice, my girlfriend, my mom, Nobody said, oh, this is crap. But now we know it is. Anything that people record now, so much better. The guitar tones, the synth tones, it is so easy to get something much better happening. But even if you don't get something much better happening, just do it. That's the way to move on. I then wrote a whole musical. I went to Berkeley, did a dual major. I know I always say that, but I'm just giving you some background info here. Did a dual major, graduated, top of my class, all that stuff. And then I was still pretty damn bad. Even with all that stuff in my bag. You want to hear some of the stuff that I did right after I left school? Here's some of that stuff.
When you cook, make sure you're eating well, but stay away from broccoli, 'cause it's from hell. Say no to broccoli wherever you go. If you see broccoli, say no, no, no.
You look my way and you catch my eye in this magnetic brush when you walk by, and I think if only.
And like the river rising new, I can hear and I feel.
And even the albums I did with James Labrie and all these people, they were pretty shit. Not in terms of songwriting, I'm pretty proud of that stuff. And the melodies and the arrangements, I'm pretty happy with that. But the production, if you look at that part, pretty shit. And some of you are thinking, well, I can't do it because I suck at production. And we all did at one point. Nobody's born knowing how to record a song. Just do it, suck at it, get better. That's how you do it. I'm now confident that I'm ridiculously better than at that point in time. All the tools nowadays are given to you in easy drummer, easy bass, and in all these automation ways in isotope software that kind of mixes it. Isotope software that kind of mixes itself, all that stuff. So it's a lot easier nowadays to just get a good result. I had to work for it. Now it's there. If it's so easy, why aren't you doing it? Don't be afraid that someone says your music isn't good. And then you're going to say, you know what? So what? My music isn't good. Ooh, the world doesn't end. Here's the thing. If your music's bad and you're singing a quarter step too low and then a whole step too high, and you're all over the place, and your whole rhythm is a quarter 16th too early, I don't know. It's horrible. You still have your job, you still have your girlfriend, you still have your wife, you still have your kids if you have them, you still have your animals if they love you. Your mom's not gonna, put you up for adoption. Nothing changes. Your account still has exactly the same amount of money on it. Sorry, I'm excited. Nothing changes in your life if you suck at music. But consuming this kind of type of content in our channels and talking about all these things all day long and then just not making it making music is such an amazing thing. You hit all the shitty notes and then you hit that one right note and it's like, wow. That's amazing. Or you accidentally play that chord and it's that magical chord that just brings the song together and you're like, oh my God, that's cool. And then you're singing and then you're actually hitting it and you think this was the take, but you're really disappointed because you can't sing again because you already nailed it. So you erase it and you do it again because it was so much fun. And you're in the studio or your basement corner, the Harry Potter kind of place under the stairs, wherever you record. And and you're just hitting those power chords, and it's simple shit, okay? You're just pushing the D and the C back and forth. You go you know, but you're doing that, and it's fun. It is so amazing, and it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock at night, and you're still doing it. You're just layering guitars. You don't need any guitars anymore, but you're just doing it because it's so fulfilling to have your headphones on, just to be there. Music is magical. And what is holding you back from doing it? I don't understand. I don't get it. Thing is, yes, people like me, professional producers, will tell you that's not so good. I will never tell you that's not so good and then stop the sentence there. I will tell you, you can be better. Do this, do this. Try to EQ out 100 hertz, push 3K. Practice with a metronome to be more on time. Maybe take a synth line with a vocal melody in your ear. Use some autotune. Whatever. To make it better. And even if you don't make it better, and you produce shit after shit after shit, are you having fun doing it? Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expects you. I'm sorry. Wow. Nobody expects you to be a professional guy on a stage in front of 10,000 people. And you know what? A lot of people on stages in front of 10,000 people sucked balls. There are so many guys in bands, lead singers, that are not as good as you are. A lot of people are horribler at guitar than you are. Yes, however horrible you are, there's a successful musician that's worse at it than you. 100 million %. If I took, and I'm going to go and say it, if I took that song that we just did for that contest, and John Lennon sent me something, it wouldn't be as good as quite a few of these submissions that I got. Why? Because he's not he's dead. Sorry, John. He wasn't a sound engineer. He didn't know how to use plugins. They didn't have plugins. If you take John Lennon 5 years before his death, brilliant, genius musician, would he have been able to find a great melody? Oh, hell yeah. Would he have laid down the most amazing guitars? No. It's not what he did. No one in the Beatles did that. Be amazing at the instrument on a, Miles Davis level. No. Not necessary. Was he the most amazing vocalist? Like Celine Dion? Michael Bolton? No. He wasn't. He wasn't brilliant at any of this. Yet, did he create amazing music? Yes. You don't have to be amazing to A, enjoy it, and B, for other people to enjoy it. So don't go to Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and look at all these amazing musicians and players and say, oh, it's not worth it for me to do anything. This is not about a pod go. Wireless. So here's probably, I'm going to think about it. I have amazing submissions. I have some where I go like, wow, that's moving me. I have some where the guitar tones are killer. The thing is, why should someone who's got a killer guitar tone need a pod go? I'm sorry, you guys, you're amazing. And I will tell you this in a video where I go through the submissions. We will do this. But I think, because all these contests are always about who does it best, and I want to take that fear away from you. I want you to understand that it is not about who's best. It is about who's got the freaking ouch. Balls. Who has the guts to just say, yeah, I might have a Holly Benton. Yeah, I might have a Fender Micro and an iPad, and I've got, no experience in doing this, and I've never recorded vocals in my life, but I'm going to do it. Because isn't this why we're here? Isn't this what the channel and what YouTube and gear is about? Isn't this why we buy these damn things? So I might reward the best result with the smallest amount of gear. I might reward the most balls to someone whose music probably shouldn't be heard because it's like, ooh, this is borderline difficult. But you know what? That's not the point. Those people can always get better. You know why? Because they're doing it. They're doing it. They're just making it and then do it again. Here's the thing. If I am as good as I am now, tomorrow, please fucking shoot me. Life is not worth living to me anymore if I can't get better. I'm pretty confident that I'm a good musician, a good producer, and I can do shit. That's why I'm doing courses. That's why I'm teaching it. All good. But tomorrow, I want to be better at it. Okay? Because that's the only way that it works for me. I'm buying cameras like candy. Why? I'm hoping that it makes my videos better. It doesn't. Knowing how to use them, knowing how to light them, all that, hopefully, I improve on. I'm not nowhere near where my equipment allows me to be. Okay? I look at other channels and I get very, very jealous at their quality and at the gear they're buying, which is ridiculous. I know the feeling. So it's a journey to get better at making videos. It's a journey to get better at recording. It's a journey to get better at YouTube. It's a journey for me to get better at making courses. What course can I come up with? Is it relevant? All that stuff. So if I'm as good tomorrow as I was today, what's the point? If 2 days from now, I'm as good as I was tomorrow, then again, I'm stagnant. What's the point? So it's totally okay that compared to today, no, it's totally, it's totally okay that compared to tomorrow, today I suck. I have to suck today. Otherwise, how can I be better tomorrow? You got the point? Make fucking music. And then some of you say, well, but it's video and I don't know video. You know what? That's a good point. I asked for a video. And that's mean if you've never done it. Or is it an opportunity to learn a new skill? Take out your webcam. I don't know how to make a video. You have a phone. We all have extremely high-end cameras now in our fucking pockets. Record that, an iMovie or whatever kind of super included simple software, smack the audio under it. Is it totally out of sync with your playing? Fine. I've got someone's just dancing around with an SG. Beautiful video. No cable in it. Nothing matches. But it's a video. So some people said, thank you. I learned a new skill. I downloaded a freeware video thing, used my webcam. Nobody asked for a great video. But since I do videos and we're talking about the winners, it makes sense to do a video. Nowadays, also, if you do music, presenting anything as audio is totally boring to the audience. You got to do video. So, me asking for a video could be seen as, I don't want to make a video to win a stupid podcast. Or, get this, it's an opportunity for you to learn something. Which, in itself, is an opportunity for me to learn about how to do contests. And I can get better at things. Let's take one more thing before we leave. Gear Street. I've done GitCon. First of its kind event. Was it great? It was great because we did it. Did lots of it suck? Yes. We did TGU at Thomann. Took the concept, because Warwick were fuckheads. Took the concept and did it at Thomann. I learned a lot about how to do things and how I wanted those events to be run. So I took it on my own and I did Gear Street. Gear Street 1. Pretty well organized. Everyone said best event of its kind. It wasn't near where I wanted it to be. So Gear Street 2 was better. Gear Street 3 was better. But I have a lot to learn. So this year's Gear Street, I'm investing a lot of money again in more gear. I'm doing many things differently with file handling. Nothing you see on the outside. On the outside, it's all good. But for me, file handling, I want a much bigger team. I want the team to be, put up in a nice place. All that stuff. I want catering needs to be streamlined. Leslie can't do it by herself. All that stuff you don't see behind the scenes. I can make those events better. That's the motivation. Do better. But I can only do better if I start sucking. That's exactly what I meant. It sounded wrong. So, done. Bad music. Never ever killed anyone. Not making the bad music resulted in a lot of musicians not getting better. So when I have a contest I will not always, maybe sometimes, but I will not always judge the best one. And if you think that's how it is, and that's why you're not touching the instrument, that's why you don't have a DAW, and that's why you don't record, and that's why you just keep on buying gear but not using it, even though you're a very, very clever man or woman, some of you know exactly who I'm talking about, right? Some of you know exactly who I'm talking about. Now I wonder how many people are like, he's talking to me. Look, I love you guys. I love you to death. I love what you made the channel. But let's not get all uppity about the 700th iteration of the Tube Screamer and talk about Griffbread. Oh, that's German. For fretboard radiuses and shit like this. Let's also create some music and not judge each other for it. Actually, let's celebrate each other for it, for doing it. I was a sucker in the beginning. I sucked hard. And that got me to where I am, so that I can do it professionally. And you know what? You don't have to do it professionally, ever. That's totally fine. Thank you. I love you people. Sorry for yelling at you. It's more like a venting about people's inhibitions. Don't have them. Make music. Doesn't hurt anyone. Animals at the end.
And here the feeling comes up.